So, have you ever dreamed of starting your own construction company? Seeing your name on a big project. It's a powerful idea, but turning that dream into a real business that actually lasts, that's one of the toughest challenges out there. So, today, we're going to break down some absolutely essential lessons from Paul Netcher's guide on how to build a construction company that doesn't just survive, but truly succeeds.
Okay, first things first. We have to get real about what we're up against. The construction industry, well, it can be a total roller coaster. We're talking incredible highs, but also some really devastating lows. Understanding the difference between what you think it's going to be like and what it's really like is step one to making it.
And this quote from the man himself just hits the nail on the head. See, it's not one hard job. It's two incredibly demanding jobs mashed into one. You're not just a builder anymore, you're a business manager in one of the most volatile industries on the entire planet.
And this slide really lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the dream. We're talking big profits, financial freedom. You're the boss. You call the shots. But the reality, like Nesher points out, is, well, it's a different story. For every big success, there are countless companies run by skilled, hardworking people that just collapse under the pressure of high risks and absolutely brutal hours. So that's the million-dollar question, right? What is it? What separates the ones that make it from the ones that don't? Is it just dumb luck? Is it about working yourself into the ground? Or is it something more fundamental, something you can actually control right from the start? Well, here's the answer. And it's not luck. Your success isn't determined when you're halfway through a tough build. It's often decided before you even break ground. The single most important decision you'll ever make is choosing which jobs to take and, just as crucial, which jobs to walk away from. Okay, so how do you spot a bad project before it's too late? This is where we get practical. We're going to go through a red flag checklist pulled right from the guide. Seriously, think of this as your company's first line of defense. Your first win is the bad job you don't take. First up, let's talk money and risk. Does the project have paper-thin profit margins, or worse, none at all? Is it going to bleed your cash flow dry? You have got to watch out for contracts with insane penalties for delays, especially if they're uncapped. And, if a client has a reputation for paying late, that's a huge warning sign. One bad contract can literally sink your whole company. But listen, it's not just about the money. You've also got to think about your skills and your reputation. Do you really have the expertise for this specific kind of job? Is the client known for being a nightmare to work with? A controversial project could do permanent damage to your company's good name. And, this should go without saying, but any job that's illegal, unsafe, or just way too big for you right now, it's a risk you can't afford to take. Let me be crystal clear. This isn't just a helpful tip. It's the absolute foundation of a successful business. You got to remember, every time you say yes to the wrong project, you're saying no to the right one that might be just around the corner. All right, so you've gotten good at spotting and dodging those bad projects. That keeps you safe, keeps you in the game. But how do you actually grow? How do you scale up without becoming another one of those companies that just expands too fast and then implodes? Here's the blueprint for that. First, your growth has to be controlled, deliberate, not just random. Second, you can't do it all yourself. You have to learn to hand over control to people you trust, people who know their stuff. Third, as you get bigger, you need systems in place for everything: finance, project management, safety that can handle that larger scale. And finally, and this is the big one, you have to protect your reputation like it's the most valuable thing you own, because, well, it is. And man, this quote just says it all. You could knock 10 projects out of the park, but that one big mistake, that's what people will remember. A good reputation takes years and years to build, and it can be destroyed in a single moment. It's that reputation that gets you the chance to even bid on the right projects to begin with. So we've talked about how to avoid the pitfalls and how to plan for smart growth. Let's pull it all together for the final, most important takeaway. What's the mindset behind all of this? This right here, this is the whole ballgame. Success in this industry isn't about getting a lucky break. It's about diligent planning, making smart calls, and having the discipline to say no. You create your own luck by dodging the projects that are destined to fail and putting yourself in the perfect position to absolutely nail the ones that are set up for success. The strategy is clear. The red flags are marked. The path to sustainable growth is laid out right in front of you. So now, with this blueprint in your hands, the only question left is the one you see on the screen. What will you build? That's all for this one. Now go out there and build something that lasts.